Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Angel of Death. Thank you for watching this. This is the New Religion story, part 2. You can almost say that this is the cult edition. We're going to talk about the earlier days of the New Religion and how it has progressed and been built over the years. Without a doubt, without Shady Jane and without White Lightning cult, the New Religion probably would have been dead. You know, Shady helped me throughout my career to keep going, and you know, especially during the Birmingham era. And then, you know, whenever everything died off, Colt was almost the rebirth, well, he was the rebirth of the New Religion. You know, that was really like the second phase of it. Me, him, and Punk Rock Kid raising hell everywhere we went. So now we got Jay, Bubba, and Scott doing their thing. They consider themselves the third phase, you know, the third regime of it. So, you know, New Religion going strong over all these years.
My name is White Lightning. They also know me as Colt Keegan. I have wrestled for Venom Championship Wrestling, Down Home Championship Wrestling in Grange, Georgia, IWA in Sylacauga, and also SLW in Munford. And one of the best experiences I've had was the time I wrestled John Rare. It was at Venom Championship Wrestling in this stinky ass garage, hot as hell. You know, my first match there. I walk in, green as can be. You know, the first thing they said, hey, you're going against John Rare for his heavyweight championship match. I said, all right, that sounds good to me. They throw me out there. I didn't know it was going to be a hardcore match. They started throwing toys up, garbage cans, anything you could do to make somebody bleed. And good thing about that match was John caught me across the head with a carpet strip. He didn't know how to nail in it. I didn't know how to nail in it. Gashed wide open, blood started gushing everywhere. It looked awesome. He ended up beating me thanks to his little crony Punk Rock Kid. Another time, me and John. After that, you know, I found out about John's group, New Religion. I said, man, I love it. I love everything about it. I got to be a part of it. And once I became a part of it, it was great. But I tried my hardest to take it to a new place. You know, I introduced this new, not steampunk, but kind of post-apocalypse era thing to it. You know, we used to come out with masks, and we took it to Georgia, and we actually became Down Home Championship Tag Team champions together as New Religion. Man, it was fun. We did IWA Softcore Cup. We went to it as New Religion. That was a story. We'll talk about that later here in a little bit. What else did we do? I mean, just when we came to New Religion, to me, when we went to places, we just took over. I mean, it was a modern day New World Order. I mean, as soon as we walked in, we didn't go by their rules. It was our rules. It was our show. We turned it to our show. We did what we wanted. We drank beer if we wanted to drink beer. You know, we cussed if we wanted to cuss. There was chicks there when we was all on them. That's just what we did. We were New Religion. When we were modern day rock stars. We done everything we wanted to, and man, it was great. You know, it was punk kids, goth kids, rednecks. Yeah, it was all kind of people. That's what New Religion was so great about New Religion. It didn't matter if you wasn't part of the norm. If you stood out, you could have been New Religion. It's for the people. It was for the people, the voiceless. They can't speak for themselves. It was for the ones who didn't blend in or fit in with normal society. You know, we did what we wanted to do, and that was the greatest part about it.
This is Shady Jane, and I'm going to talk to you today about Tragic City Funeral, Birmingham. The match that we had wasn't what we were supposed to have. Wicked Clown was supposed to be my tag team partner, but filling in for his debut Black America came in, and we went against Frog and Old Mustard that night. And that was my first real professional match. The New Religion had accepted me in being a female, and you can't find that very often in pro wrestling as far as the faction goes. But that match was my first and only actual pro match that I was in, was that tag match.
I remember the time with John Rare, Angel of Death, and Talon. They needed a manager, so I decided to step up to the plate for that. And Rare, man, he went off the script. He walked out and told Big James to go hang himself. I remember back in the backyard, Big James, he for lack of a better term, he got his ass whooped a lot. John Rare, he at the time, he was damn star in the backyard. Everybody wanted to see John Rare. I guess when he started the New Religion, he had in mind of a crew, more or less a group that you not to be fucked with. From recent things I've seen, I haven't been in the game a while, but from recent things I've seen, he's come a long way. They've all come a long way.
White Lightning was definitely a new change to the New Religion. Like, most of us had that old gothic look. Then you had the pissed off woman in Shady Jane and the angry black man in Black America. So when we introduced White Lightning and then Punk Rock Kid, it changed the whole style, the whole look of the New Religion, and it's definitely evolved from there.
My name's Shady Jane, and I am the former manager of the New Religion. And my best memory of Colt Keegan was when we were going to the Softcore Cup 2. They got out of their truck, him and Punk, and a bunch of beer cans fell out of the truck, and I think they were drunk because they were just going with the flow, like it's a normal thing.
Back when I was in the New Religion, we had a lot of fun. We had a few matches. I got to be a manager and Battle Royal. That was one of my favorite matches. Had a big old Battle Royal going on. Dusty McWilliams was there. Had a little bit of an event after that for him.
Now it's time for me to tell you about Softcore Cup 2. Now, where this event was being held was in, I think it was Davison, Alabama, or somewhere down there, and it's a good hour and 30 away from where we stay. So we all piled up, we carpooled down there together. Knowing New Religion, we're gonna be drinking some beer, and we was killing the beer on the way down there. And it was funny. I'll tell you a funny story. Is the GPS told us we had to go into this gated community, super nice golf course, everything. So we pull in, and it says you have arrived. And we're looking around, saying, what the hell? There can't be a wrestling show here. So we slide the door open. I step out. Beer cans is falling out. Ting, ting's falling everywhere. Punk's rolling out. He's about half lit. So we get out, and then we find out where the show is. It was close to that place. So we walk over to it. We go in, and it was a bunch of familiar faces and a bunch of new faces. Actually, some bigger names. And so we walk in. We're a New Religion. We think we're cocky. We come in and we're shaking hands and they're introducing themselves. We're introducing ourselves, but we're being a smirk about it. And well, I guess we were still drinking beer. We wasn't allowed to have beer on the premises in the park, but me and Punk snuck a cooler around back. We had it. We was still drinking beer, And I guess we rubbed a couple of guys the wrong way because I found out what my match was. During my match, his trainer told me to told this guy to break my jaw. Well, during the match, it was for some kind of, it was a ladder match, and they had it for the winner. He couldn't even climb a damn ladder. But anyways, he stiffed me pretty hard, so I could take a punch, so I ended up stiffing his ass right back. Well, the match ended, so we rolled into the final match with John, and New Religion comes out there with John, and I guess this guy still had a grudge against me or something. So during the match, he comes up, I'm mouthing each other, and he tries to swing and hit and misses me, and I swing back, and I hit him. It was a big fiasco, but actually that guy ended up being a pretty nice guy. We actually became good friends. But that's just the point of my story is, we didn't give a shit. We went to places, and New Religion went to places, and when we got there, we took over. We raised hell. I mean, we were drunk. We were arguing. We were fighting. No respect given to people because we demanded the respect. It was about us. That's why we were New Religion. It was about us. Other people were supposed to kiss this person's ass. No, that's not how it works with us. You come to us. We're the group here. We're the main group. In our eyes, New Religion was this show. And, we took over. It was an awesome show. But, it was fun. Free beer. John Rare won. We all won, so I can't complain about that.
We keep talking about what the New Religion is doing now, and it's definitely not to forget the foundation that me, Talon, Shady Jane, Black America, even Kalis Breed, the foundation that we put in place for the New Religion over the years. When Birmingham Hardcore Wrestling went to Birmingham, I think it was called Matthews Bar and Grill, that was a huge step because we literally went into downtown Birmingham to put on a wrestling show. And maybe the last person to do that was TNA or maybe Wrestle Birmingham. I can't remember the last one that actually went in to downtown Birmingham. We're talking about the big city, and put on a wrestling show. We did 2 of them. And, both of them was pretty successful. That was Birmingham Hardcore Wrestling with me and Michael Ray Frog. So, the New Religion, basically, we started off wanting to change tag team wrestling. And over the years, it's built a strong foundation of terrorizing the industry now. But you know what? The fans love it, and the fans for the New Religion are beyond loyal and pure obsessed with what we've done over the years.
Yeah, it was thanks to the New Religion that I got it big time. And I was a small fry whenever I started out. I was nobody. Still kind of a nobody, but thanks to them, I got into the bigger picture, the bigger scene in Birmingham, and they got me other bookings because of who the New Religion was. I mean, everybody liked them. As soon as they come out, everybody knew what they were. They seen what was going on. But they got me hooked in with Kevin Brandon and some of his shows. That was a lot of fun.
Now, this new version of New Religion, I love everything about it. They're just, they've taken what I brought to New Religion, because I was the second part of it, and I brought it back for life. They took everything that I wanted to do, and they made it bigger, and it's so great. I think it's J Impact, Scott Patterson, and Bubba Dukes are the new version of New Religion. And what's great is, I met Jay at Venom Championship Wrestling. And we did a match. I didn't do a match with him. He was on the card, and I met the guy. I was like, man, I love this kid. Everything about him is just great. He's charismatic. His personality, everything just pours New Religion. Everything he stands for is about New Religion. So we asked him. He came in, which was a great pickup, And then we did a show for Venom down in somewhere in West Alabama. I can't remember the town what it was called. It was about a 4-hour drive, but that's where I met Scott. He was breaking into the business too, and I met him. I loved everything about him. Loved ex-military. At that time, he has a long beard. At that time, I had a long beard, and that was part of the trademark of New Religion, is the long beard. And he just fit the mold for New Religion. So I asked him. He said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then they went on. We went on together as a force. John Alexander, John Rare, me, White Lightning, Scott Patterson, and J Impact, and we did the Grange, and then that's when me and John, we won the tag team titles as New Religion, which was good. And then they were there with us, and then I kind of went on to SLW, and I did a group there. Let me tell you about this. I did a group there. It was that's how big New Religion was. SLW created a group that I was in called The Gathering, which to me was just like New Religion. I mean, they were, Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Thanks. Scott Patterson brought that idea to the New Religion, was the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and it was great. But we had more of a post-apocalypse look to us. We had the mask, the goggles, everything. It just looked dang good. It looked real good. But but what else? Oh yeah, and then we did that in LaGrange, and I did SLW. I did the knockoff group of New Religion for a while, and then I kind of got out. But Scott Patterson and Jay just kept on going with it, and they talked. All of us were real good friends with a big name up in Georgia, Bubba Dukes, and they got him to do New Religion once I got out, because they needed a big man, and that was their big man. And man, after that, they just been taking off. Everything I see on Facebook or Instagram or when I talk to them is just gold. They're making a bigger name for them. And they actually, it was a great thing is they brung the name New Religion to SLW VCW now. And then they've brung it to places that I couldn't do it, which is so great. I love everything about it, And I'm just, sky's the limit for them. I hope they just keep pushing and do great things with New Religion.
I was extremely happy with the Shady Jane era of New Religion, because what we did is we took the tag team that was already established, which was me and Talon. We added Shady Jane, and then we added Black America. And the whole point of Black America was, hey, we're going to add this kid with anger issues, and we're going to put it, in your face, down your throat. Hey, I'm a black man. I'm angry with the modern way things work. And the New Religion has constantly and always wanted to push that envelope. And I thought Shady Jane, Black America, joining the New Religion, it added a whole new atmosphere for the group. And if you want to watch those, simply look up Birmingham Hardcore Wrestling. And from there we developed it more and more. And hell, that's when Colt came right on in. Okay, Kalis brought up the fact that I told Big James to hang himself. So the backstory on that, yes, we were the New Religion that day. Big James Mayhem, a lot of people know him as just Big James. He was booked on this show before I was, and originally, it pissed me off. I was like, and this was Kevin Brandon, of course. So this is when Kevin, at one point, was like, he was worried about my health, saying that, because of my leg injury, that he didn't think that I had it in me anymore. So at the end of Big James's match, me, Talon, and Kalis, we came out there and I cut a promo on him. We beat the shit out of him too, but I came out there, cut a promo on him, and told him, it was basically an insult that he was on this show before me. And I told him to go home and hang himself, because we done beat the shit out of him. I told him to go home and finish the job. So, hey, that didn't go over with some of the crowd very well, but it got my point across that I was pissed off. And, hey, the New Religion was very good about pissing people off constantly.
Back in the day, whenever I was in New Religion, John Rare and Talon, I guess they were the main leaders of the group, you could call, and they did a great job, as far as running it. And then it went to Colton, who, like I said, I've been out for a while. He, from what I had observed from the outside, he was doing great. And then it went to J-Impact and Scott Patterson. And so far, I've been kind of keeping more interest in it, these days. And they're doing great as far as, running the New Religion. And I have high hopes for the future.
Everybody wants to know why I just suddenly got out of the business, why I quit. I mean, I didn't quit. I just kind of slowly made my departure. But, I had my two characters. My White Lightning character was great. It was a great, heel, mid-tweener type thing. It was the country, everybody, typical country guy, the beer drinking, camouflage, loud, redneck, all that. That one was really fun. And then my Colt Keegan was a darker, more sinister. It was the more darker hillbilly, hills have eyes, just the psychotic part of the hillbilly genre thing. But the reason I got out is injuries. I started wrestling at a late age and already had injuries piling up on me, and it just first again it was fine, but then more training and trying to push myself to get better. Then the hip started having problems, my knee started having problems, then I tore some cartilage in my knee, and it just slowly my body was deteriorating, couldn't handle it no more. And I wish I kind of got into it when I was a younger guy, I would probably still be doing it, or maybe I might be in worse shape than I'm in. But all in all, my short career, it was great. It was fun because I've won a hardcore championship before. Me and John was tag team champions in Georgia. Me and another partner at SOW called VCW now. We were SOW tag team champions together. And so, I mean, that's a good accomplishment. It's somebody who only wrestled for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. And man, I met a lot of friends, and but it was great. And I have no worries about New Religion. They're probably in the two guys that's running it now, Scott Patterson and J-Impact. Mainly J-Impact has just his head's going to explode from all the ideas. He's told me when we passed, and he's going to take it bigger places. He's already took it to bigger places. He's took it all through Georgia, Alabama, maybe one day get to Tennessee, Mississippi. And Scott Patterson's a great wrestler. They're good together. They're a good tag team. And then they got Bubba Dukes. He's a big man, and he's well known in Georgia. So sky's the limit for them. I think there's nothing holding them back. Everything's going to be good for them. I'm proud of everything they're doing. Because that's part of I brought them two in and into New Religion, and man, and that was the best decision for the group, and I'm very proud of them boys. And then John Rare, he's got his big retirement show coming up in October, and he's getting out of the business. He's starting to get the injuries too, and but this show, New Religion, hopefully New Religion's going to be there at the well, they are going to be there at John's show, and they're going to run wild. They're going to do what New Religion does. We're going to show up, turn it into a big freaking party, get drunk, whoop some ass, and go home, and leave everybody wondering what the hell just hit us. And that's just what the New Religion does. But yeah, it's what it is. Is age. Age is a killer of everything, and that's what got me in wrestling. That's probably what got John Rare. Age and injuries.